What's up everybody, welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to teach you exactly all about JavaScript hoisting. Hoisting is really pretty simple topic. It's not a complex topic like closures and scoping, things like that. Yeah, okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and start that out. You can see here I wrote something here for your reference. First thing, what is JavaScript hoisting? Hoisting is a default behavior of the JavaScript, moving all the declarations at the top of the scope before code actually execution. Okay, so what actually mean by this here you need to remember the three things. The very first thing is it's a JavaScript default behavior. You don't need to explicitly enable this one. Okay, that is the first thing. And the second thing is the JavaScript move all the declarations at the top. So when the file is actually runs, so JavaScript take all the declarations and move it into the top. So that is the second point. And the third point is that is actually happen when it is before it is execution. Okay, so before execution anything here, the JavaScript move all those declarations to the top of the file. So these three things you need to remember. And the next thing is variables never got hoisted. If you take any kind of a variable, that variable never got hoisted. And the next thing is only the functions are hoisted. So we will see everything in a nutshell over here. You can see I just took one function. This is the function declaration, and I gave a name to the function name to the full name, and I'm passing the two parameters here. I'm returning the first name and last name and try to execute this one. Here you can see, let me save this so you can see the output hash and rush. Okay, so okay, nothing fancy here. So let me tell you something here how the JavaScript actually works. You can say when the JavaScript runs this particular file, the JavaScript try to start from the top to bottom, like top to bottom, it execute every single line. So JavaScript come to top to bottom, just it will check like this. When the JavaScript reach to here, it finds something like the first name and keep that into the memory, and next it come to here, and already this declaration is in memory, so that's the reason it after it runs, then there is no problem at all. If you just save it, I will get the answer like this. I will get the console like this. So yeah, so nothing fancy here, so pretty much working fine. I'm going to show you something here. Let me bring that bottom. Okay, and now save. So you can see the same output coming here. You can see the hash and rush. So nothing problem here. So what is happened now? So JavaScript come from top to bottom, and it actually didn't find any kind of the declaration. So before this code execution, so when the JavaScript controller come to here, it checks this code. Okay, so this is the execution of actual this full name, but before this execution JavaScript didn't find anything. So even though this code is working pretty much fine, so how actually it is working? So that is called hoisting. Okay, so what actually JavaScript doing? JavaScript move this particular code into the top automatically like this. Okay, so let me tell you once again. So JavaScript move all the declarations to the top, so automatically so we don't need to bring that into the top. So this is actually the this hoisting. Okay, so I hope you understand the hoisting. So I'm going to tell you something new to here. So let me comment this one. Here you can see, so this is actually the function expression. Okay, at the top side you can see this is the function declaration and this is the function expression. Here I took one cost and gave one name here. I'm passing the two parameters, and this is the anonymous function. This is not a named function. Okay, so let me save here. So you can see I got the output hash and rush. So yeah, it is working fine. So what actually happened here, so JavaScript come from top to bottom and it will check here. Okay, so the function is declared here, and when you come to this line, so already this function is in memory, so that's the reason. So this code is running pretty much fine, no problem at all here. Okay, so I will do one thing. So let me bring that into the bottom. If I just save this, I got some issue here. Okay, let me save that. You can see I got some error here. You can see the can't access the full name before initialization. The reason here is, so what is the problem here? Let me tell you. So when the JavaScript starts from top to bottom, JavaScript didn't find any kind of reference to this particular function. So that's the reason in the memory, so nothing related to this function name. That is the reason it is showing some error like this. Okay, so but when you comes to this function declaration, what actually hoisting, the JavaScript hoisting do, that actually bringing that into top of this execution. Okay, So but when you come to this function variables. The JavaScript hoisting actually not to do that kind of stuff. So that is actually the reason. So let me go a little bit top here. Here you can see the variables never got hoisted. Here you can see this is the function variable. The variable never got hoisted. So the JavaScript hoisting not bring that into top automatically because this is the variable. Okay. So when we come to the functions got hoisted. If you just put the function at anywhere, you can just put it at the top, or if you just put it into the bottom over here, it is working fine. Okay. So that is all about the hoisting, guys. It is really a simple topic. If you have any kind of questions, just leave the comments below. I will answer you. I hope you enjoy this video. I will see you guys in the next video.